So hey, I'm Natalie. I hope you're doing well. I'm in the park today and I just had a client session and I wanted to talk about how do you let go of parasites in your life or people and relationships that aren't quite working for you so that you can go up to the next level and really be the goddess rising in your life and in your business and really give the world what you're here for. Because it's not always obvious, right? We all have relationships, we all have things that weigh us down, and sometimes relationships are meant to be for a season and it's meant to be and done. So, but how do you actually let them go? And I wanted to share a story of how I let mine go, and this is something that you can do. So what I want you to do is to take that person and really imagine yourself in front of that person and imagine a rope between you and that individual, right? And I want you to imagine yourself actually letting go of that rope, and I want you to feel the feelings of fear of what comes, right? And it might be like, oh my God, if I let them go, then I'm no longer in control of them. And control is an illusion anyways. And the trick here is to actually feel the feelings that you're feeling. You could use EFT tapping, you could do all kinds of things. And then you actually want to go, what are you learning from that individual? What are you learning? What are you getting out of that, holding onto that rope? And then choosing to say, I'm going to keep those things and release the rest. And you want to do forgiveness work, the ho'oponopono. Forgive yourself for holding on to the rope and forgive them, which is, I love you, I forgive you, I'm sorry, I thank you, right? And just release them. And at the end, you just want to release them into the light. Now, it can be easy to do. It could be something that you do over and over again, and it could be something that it takes you a little while to get through it. Here's what I did in 2007. It was about 4.5 years, 5 years after my friend committed suicide. And I knew that I was ready to let that go, but I also knew that it was holding me back. As much as it had propelled me into my future and had given me breath, I needed to let that go so that I could make room for other things. And I thought I was over it, but I kept thinking about it, right? Like my mind was always on it. And it was Christmas Eve. I was in Mozambique on the coast of, I don't know which sea that is, but on the coast, and for Christmas. And I decided that I was going to let them go. And the way I did it was imagining him in front of me. And what I kept noticing, and intuitively, it was like I had tied him to me with a chain. So his spirit was always around me. I was always thinking about him, almost like as a sign of love, right? Like if I really struggle with this, if I have so much pain, then I must have really loved him. And so what I ended up doing is just imagining that rope, and then I said, all right, go further and further and further away. And by the time I finished that trip, which was 12 weeks long, I was on the plane and he was like sitting up in the sky near God. And I said, all right, now it's time to cut the rope. And I had basically distanced myself, and I had gotten used to him being so far away that it was okay for me to cut the rope. And that's something that you can do for yourself as well. So I hope this tip was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you soon. All right, take care.